Wow, here we go. The president-elect isn't letting the shortened holiday week slow him down, announcing a flurry of new picks for his incoming administration.
The new appointments made last night give us a better idea of what Trump's second presidency will look like.
Doug Luzader has a story on that in Washington. Hey, Doug.
Hey, good morning, guys. It was one after another last night. The organizational chart is really beginning to fill in now for the incoming Trump administration, and many of these picks are consistent with positions the president-elect staked out during the campaign. Among the new hires, Jamieson Greer as U.S. Trade Representative. He served during the first Trump administration as chief of staff to that same job, so he has experience implementing tariffs. Economist Kevin Hassett will lead the White House National Economic Council. He served in the first Trump term as well. He's been a proponent of tax cuts, and he has been critical of the Biden administration's spending habits.
Point is just that across everything, prices went up. And the reason that happened is that the government spent money like crazy and the Fed printed money to let that happen. And so when the government does that, we get inflation. And it's something that we all learned in our first economics class. And it's kind of stunning that the Biden administration has been in denial about it the whole time.
And another hire, Dr. Jay Bhattacharya, he will be nominated to lead the National Institutes of Health. He is both a physician and an economist who has been a critic of COVID-era policies.
Public health has to return to its normal ways and apologize for the tremendous mistakes it made during the pandemic. A lot of people have lost confidence in public health as a consequence of its sort of embrace of policies that didn't work.
Okay, and another development yesterday, there's been a lot of hand-wringing over the fact that the incoming Trump team had not signed this legal agreement with the Biden administration to begin this, to begin the meetings with counterparts and so on, to really begin the formal transfer of power. They have now signed it. They will move forward with this transition. Back to you guys.
All right, it's so official. They are going to take over. I get the sense that Biden just want to leave now.
Yeah.
He's left the White House already.
I know.
On to Nantucket.
He tends
He's
to do
staying
that.
for free at some rich guy's house. Thanks so much.
Thanks,
I appreciate it, Doug. So Dr. Jay Bhattacharya, the first time I saw him really was on our channel.
Yep.
And because he was being marginalized and he was being ridiculed and I believe shadow banned with the pandemic. And I think a lot of these nominations are going to be a look back at where were you in 2020, and we're going to end up debating the merits of the mandates and the effectiveness of this of the coronavirus, how they handled it, and the effectiveness of the vaccine.
Well, the shutdowns as well. And I think that's the key when you look at his entire health team, Emily. Everyone started at a position of caution because we hadn't never seen anything like this before. But as the pandemic continued and the shutdowns and lockdowns and the forcing of vaccines on people, then we saw these voices like Bhattacharya, Neshawat, and Martin McCary, and now all of them are in the administration.
And what I appreciate so much about Dr. Bhattacharya is the fact that he's an economist and a physician. And so often, I think, especially as we saw with the Biden administration, they siloed people's expertise, right? And there was no way that someone could be a physician and also have common sense and also have a grasp of the bloated bureaucracy that the NIH and those institutes were and are. So here is someone that comes in like a breath of fresh air from Stanford University, right, from a campus, an elite academic institution, and yet has that common sense approach, has advocated for efficiency and leaning out these agencies and institutions. We reported on the vast squandering of all of our tax dollars at these agencies. And now here's coming in a physician saying, protect the vulnerable, here's common sense, and here's how to save your tax dollars while doing it.
And just so you know, I know we want to move on and talk about the Democrats, but I will say, and where they're going from here, but I will say Operation Warp Speed was a success.
It was.
But the mandates were a choice with the new administration, the ridicule for people not taking it. So it's going to be a fascinating nomination process because you're going to have scientists against scientists or scientists against politicians. And good luck with
Well, there's going to be debate again. Remember, during that period of time, the debate was shut down when you have the experts duking it out. There's going to be a change now.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.